all in into poker, like be it your
Yeah,
engineering degree, your
literally.
job, your IIM admit, everything. Like it was all in.
Like I just dropped out in the 8th semester of my engineering.
Hi everyone, and welcome to today's podcast. I'm your host Kshitij, and today, do you know what all of us are going to do? We're going to go all in. Today we have Kshitij joining us, who's a professional poker player. Doesn't it sound very interesting? Yes, that is what he does for his living and that is his passion. Let's listen to what the journey has been in the poker space, as well as what Kshitij has grown from a person starting from an engineering background to becoming a professional poker player. Let's all dive deep into it. Hi, Kshitij. Welcome to the podcast.
Hi Drishti, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
I'm great.
So let's dive right into the burning question. You are a professional poker player. Am I right?
Yes, that's what I like to call myself.
That's wonderful. Why don't we start off with where did you get the motivation? We'll get into each of the things, but the very first thing, do you have a formal education background that motivated you to come into poker?
Okay, I'll say poker is actually it's a combination of a lot of skills. So, I think a lot of educational background did help me, but there is no formal education which like helps you to pursue this career as such. So, like the major skills which I primarily use, like are like industry worthy, I'll say, is mostly risk management and data crunching and math. So, like I was passionate about maths from my childhood, and I loved stats and probability, and also like I loved breaking down games. I used to play chess in my childhood, so like I had a passion or knack for games also. So that
Mhm,
did help. My love for maths did help.
mhm.
Then I also actually like I used to trade in stocks like from a very young age of like 12, 13, 14.
Wow.
So, my financial knowledge and that ability of like process oriented thought, all that helps. Like all these things combined into, culminated into something which is poker for me.
That's wonderful to hear. So, being a math geek, loving everything about math, probability, statistics, risk management, to turning that into your professional career into poker. So, Kshitij, how old are you? And how long has your professional poker journey been?
I'm 25 now, and I started playing poker. Like I know the rules from like when I was around say 16 years old,
Mm-hmm.
but I like did not play it seriously till I was in college, like in like till the towards the end of my college. So like I've been playing it like seriously from last 4 years and professionally
Wow.
from the last 3 years.
Wow, that's wonderful. So, before we dive into your poker journey a little more, what was your education? So, I know you are an engineer, but would you like to share with all of our viewers what was your formal education background and what motivated you to pursue that as a formal education? Why engineering and what was your path like?
So I actually come from a small town in Maharashtra, like, and so there was like little exposure over here. I was just here in one of the two English medium schools possible in my city. And I just had a normal 10+2 education here. 11th and 12th, I did my science, PCM,
Mm-hmm.
because I like science and mathematics. So I just like it's just a general thing. So people do. So I did that without really a lot of thought, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Then like what do you do after 12th? So it's engineering, that's what we knew here in small towns. We did not really have a lot of opportunities here. And,
Mm-hmm.
I would really say that my real exposure started when I came to Pune, moved to Pune for my engineering college. I pursued IT engineering, not really a reason for IT as such, because, and engineering because I was in 12th standard. And after that, after 12th science, mostly people do that.
Mm-hmm.
So after I came into engineering, I really started like getting a lot of exposure. A lot of events happen in college. You network and meet a lot of different people with different backgrounds and stories, and then you realize how really huge the world is. So that was a story for me. Say in like 2-3 years of my engineering, I realized, probably technical is not my thing, but I was really good at it.
Yes.
because generally my math and stuff was good. So because of good logic, I was good at coding and I was good at it, but I knew that I would not do this all my life. So I thought that I would have a different career, but not really at that point. I had any idea about it. So I did try a lot of other stuff in college, like a lot of different internship related to marketing. I coached a lot of students for their 11th and 12th physics and mathematics because I liked that. Then apart from that, I had two startups. Like, I mean, I tried them and they didn't work out as such, but I put my effort in there. Then I did 2 or 3 internships also related to marketing, one related to this financial risk management. I also did like a course known as actuarial science. Like I took past 2 or 3 papers of it because, and again, it was like a side education thing, which I, just because I was interested, I'd try and pursue it. So like I was just trying my hands at different stuff. Then in like the 4th year of engineering, I came across this thing known as Poker Sports League, which is like equivalent of IPL of poker for India. So I did not play poker as such, like very seriously, because before that, because it needed money and I did not have really a lot of money in college. And also, I don't know, the same taboo which people have, it's a card game, gambling, whether it's, you should do it or not, or something like that. I did not really put in a lot of thought, but I did not do it. Anyway, I did not have money. So I came across these tournaments where, and if you do not play poker without money, if you do not play poker with money, the thing is that then it's nothing. Like nobody takes it seriously. So you have to have something at stake. So I came across these selection tournaments for PSL where they had something at stake, but the entry was free. So I was like, oh, this is what I was probably looking for. Then I started like getting in more into it, and that is where probably my poker journey started in the last year of my engineering.
So that's so wonderful. So during engineering, especially, a lot of people try out a ton of different things to find out what exactly their passion is and what is a place that they can use their expertise in and excel in and probably make it their career. And it is really interesting to know that this is something started in college. So was it like with your college friends at night, did you start playing poker just out of fun? Like what, if you vaguely remember the first time you played poker during your college?
I learned the games like way back in like 2012 because I was trying to look some games online, some fun game to play online. So like back in 2012, I just came across poker and it was a free portal, which they played it on Play Money Chips and something like that, which was Zynga Poker, which is very popular also on Facebook. Or maybe, I don't know, maybe some annoying friend really sent me some request, back in those days, they used to do that.
Yes.
So probably I encountered it there. Then I just knew the rules and I just knew the game. Maybe I played for fun in like first, second year of my engineering, but nobody really around me or in my college knew about this game very seriously. So like there was no background in college for this as such. So I did not ever play with anyone in my college year. I just played it online and whatever exposure I got was online and traveling outside and like trying to explore that.
That's wonderful. And it is very interesting as well that one way you must be using the internet to help you with like learning new concepts in IT engineering, and the other place, this was like a place wherein you could recharge yourself by playing poker online. And you chose this path of playing poker and making it to be a path that you could actually go ahead and make a professional career in it. That's really wonderful. So like you talked about, so a lot of our viewers would be interested to know how can they use their skills. Maybe they're just beginners in poker. They know the rules of the game, but haven't really played it outside of their small circle or family of friends. So can you share with us what exactly was your journey like? Like you shared that there was this competition which had a free entry, and it was probably a tournament, I'm guessing, and
yes,
that gave you like an exposure to the professional way of playing poker and access to the community that is out there. So can you throw some light on that?
Yeah, sure. So as I said, I started this like late years of my engineering. And so say like actually 4 years before, like exactly 4 years from now, say in Jan 2018 and something, So that is the time where I actually took up this seriously. Where I thought, I just went to the PSL qualifiers. As I said, I came across those
Yes.
qualifiers. So there was, I used to stay in Pune for college, and there was one qualifying tournament in Bombay. So basically what happened was, there are franchisees for this PSL, like there are in IPL, and they used to conduct local tournaments to spot talents and stuff. So I heard about this tournament which is in Bombay, so I just went there and tried to try my hand at it. When I went there, I saw a lot of people completely like into poker, like they are doing it from years, or like I had no idea that poker was this big in India. Some people like told me that they do this for a living, and I was like, what, really, is this even a thing? And some people told that we are playing this from years, and there are a lot of tournaments abroad, and like there's a world championship also happens with this game. So then I came to know, okay, this game is so huge, and I did not really have an idea till that point. So I was very inspired. I obviously I sucked big time in that tournament, obviously, because I had no experience whatsoever playing like real poker. So, but I actually got to network a lot there. Like I met like a huge ton of fresh people who can guide me out poker. From there, they told me like about these websites which have online tournaments, and there's like online tournaments we can like really play with like real money and stuff. So I thought like I might go there and explore something of that sort. So then what I did was I came back, and then I explored all these online websites. To name a few, adda52.com, Spartan Poker, Pokerbazi, PokerStars.in, and all these websites were very popular back then. So like I just explored, and they had like this free money entry tournaments, where they had like free entries, and the prize pool was like some promotional money, like Paytm has like Paytm cash, like it's not really a real cash, but you can use it on Paytm. So they had a free entry, and the prize pool was this cash which you can use on that website itself. So I started playing these free tournaments, just to have more idea. And eventually, like in some days, not even some days, like I'll say like in a very short time, I thought, oh, this is like really cool. I like doing this, I should like more seriously get into this. So after that, what also I came to know was these tournaments which they were organizing in Mumbai and some other cities of India, where like they had, so they were like live tournaments with like real cards, dealers, and chips and stuff. And there was a version which they had online tournaments also for exactly the same reason, like finding or spotting new talent, in this. So I thought like I might like, should seriously give a go at this online qualification systems, so that they can like probably, maybe I have a shot at this, I was not really like I did not really have had high hopes for that, but I thought I should give it a shot. So then I was literally like for the next 3 months in Jan, Feb and March, I would say for 3 months, I was 18 hours into poker. I used to like study for 9, 10, 12 hours a day and play for like 5-6 hours. So I like drastically improved my game in that short sum of time. And I also played these tournaments. So these tournaments were like a total of 24 different tournaments, which I played in this 2.5 month time span. And after that time span was over, after that they completed all those tournaments, I ended up 10th on the national leaderboard of India.
Wow, that's wonderful.
So from like being nobody, like having no experience to this, like that journey was really awesome. And to be honest, even at that time, I did not really have any hopes of like anybody will pick me up about this, because I had no experience. Like, what would I say? Like, what is your experience? I said, like, I started 3 months back, and I've played only free tournaments online. I've never really played poker with real money.
Yes.
So I was just like, okay, I'll just whatever answer the questions and stuff. So after that they had like this. I think they selected like 72 people, out of which they would take interviews and stuff. Like the captains of the teams and senior members would call people to interview about their journey, and then their actual technical knowledge about the game and stuff. So I signed up for that, and then I received like in the next 15 days I received from calls from 5 teams which were interested in picking me up.
Wow.
And there was this selection ceremony on 15th of April, which had like similar process like IPL, they had auctions and stuff. In that, one team picked me up unexpectedly. Now, this is the last year of my engineering, April 2018. I have my finals in May 2018. And because I did not really ever think that I had the slightest ever shot of making it into a team, what happened was I never thought about this, which I should have probably in hindsight, but I did not. The dates of my final examinations of engineering last semester coincided with the dates in Poker Sports League finale, which was live in Goa. So once I got selected into the team, I was like, okay, now this is a decision point really. So, I did talk at home about it and stuff, but it was like, in the end of the day, it was my decision. They were like really supportive about like, you do whatever you want to. And then it was a tough call, but then obviously, I was like, maybe engineering that degree I'll get after 6 months, but I don't know whether will I get this opportunity ever again in my life. So I was like, just go for it. So in May, like I just dropped out in the 8th semester of my engineering and went for this poker tournament.
A month before.
So in the next 20 days, they had this training camp in this team where we like went and where the captain of the team and like some senior players called and they were reviewing my game and stuff. They helped me a lot in the game and stuff. And then before the tournament, 2-3 days before the tournament, we reached Goa and there was this boot camp and stuff before the tournament so that players can mix and get together because they were playing as a team. So in May, I went for this finale in Goa. Then after that, after like 5 days of that Poker Sports League, what happened was we ended up winning it.
Oh my God, congratulations.
So
that was the very first win.
I'm actually the member of the champion team of Poker Sports League Season 2.
Wow.
And
congratulations on that.
Now all this happened to me within a span of 4 months in the final year of my engineering, where I was already making like crucial decisions in my life. At this point, I gave up my engineering degree, obviously, because like it was postponed. Then I gave up my IIM admit, which I already had before
Oh my
this.
God.
And I also had a job. I gave up all that, just for poker, just for that tournament, to be honest. And I really did not have any idea that we'll end up winning it. So after that, I came home and, I did not have a job and I did not have anything to do for 6 months. Obviously, now I'm still a student, a dropout student. So I was like, okay, now I should give it a shot. So then after that, after all this network which I had built and the experience which I have gained and everything, after all the cool down, I rested. After I came back, I rested for like a month or so, after like I came to college, I gave my project examinations and stuff. And then later I moved back from Pune to my hometown after my college ended. Then I, sat back and gave it some thought. And, I was like, I have 6 months, and anyway, I'm not studying anything. I don't really have anything to do. Let's give this a shot. So because of the PSL win, I got a chunk of money, obviously, to like, because as a part of the prize pool there. And I made it as a rule. I got like a training course, an international coach training course in poker tournaments, a really expensive one, obviously, because poker coaching is like really expensive because it's rare. So I got that, and then I got a new laptop. I got some softwares which were required, to work upon my game. Next 3 months, I just put myself in, just to give it a shot that whether this will ever work in my life. Can I do this as a real job? While all this time, I was in this next 3 months, I tried my hand at the real money tournaments which they organized in all these 4-5 websites, the biggest names. And eventually, like after playing for 2 months, I realized, okay, to be honest, if I am good, I do not really need to do a job, to be honest. And the growth here is exponential. So if you are able to like go up the stakes, work upon your game and stuff, and you are able to do it continuously and you like it, you don't need to do a job. So 2 months down the line, I was like, okay, maybe this is something I should try. So, and I was still not like really sure about, I should make it my career or, whether I will do this all my life or not. But at this point, I was like, okay, I don't regret dropping out from college.
I just like to add in, like literally, you went all in into poker. Like be it your
Yeah,
engineering degree, your
literally.
job, your IIM admit, everything. Like it was all in.
Yeah,
Arya
literally.
Par,
This
like that's
I actually like poker is actually like I'm all in this phase like very common in poker, and a lot of people who have not heard about a lot of poker, they have probably heard this also. This is very common. So yeah, I would say I did that like that, and that is the most profitable move in poker, technically speaking.
Mhm.
So that is what is really required, to get successful in poker. And I did that at the start of my career probably. So
In
maybe
your
that
real
is why
life as well.
I am where I am now today.
Mhm.
So yeah.